We're going to Seoul. We are on our way to Seoul, South Korea, and I'm so excited because it's been about a year since we've been back, and I just came back from Japan and Vietnam, and I got over my jet lag, but I'm gonna get jet lag again, but it's all worth it because I love Korea so much. We're gonna get some treatments. We're going to go to Busan and Seoul, and it's going to be a good time filled with lots of makeup, beauty, shopping, eating. You already know. And we're gonna do a photo shoot. Let's go. Come with us on this Korean adventure. I'm traveling with my mom. One thing about Delta, unlike other airlines, is that the seatbelt actually fits my plus size body, and I don't even have to ask for a seatbelt extension. Check it out. I do believe it's because it's a newer plane and the seats just feel so much more comfy, more wiggle room. Such a game changer. When in Korea, of course you have to do some sheet masks on the plane. Our skin felt a lot more hydrated. We're in Seoul. One of the best travel tips I have is to hire a driver to pick you up from the airport with a sign. It's such a fun experience, and you don't have to hassle with trying to find transportation to your hotel from the airport. We made it. We stayed at the Park Hyatt in Gangnam, and it was such a perfect location, beautiful accommodation, and what I love the most is that it was right next to the COEX Mall, so perfect for shopping. And we got ready right after we got off the flight to go to a Michelin star restaurant called Born and Bred with AJ and her husband. And AJ is such a special person to me. She is the owner of the K Barbecue and invited me on this trip with her, with my mom, and it's such a blessing to be able to have this dinner and this experience with her. Born and Bred is really popular for their private dining rooms and their quality meats. Everything was pretty good. I will say there were some dishes that could have been better, but overall, really enjoyed our meal. Day one here in Seoul, Korea, and we are getting breakfast at our hotel, and it is so beautiful in here. Let me show you. Since I booked through Amex Fine Resorts and Hotels, we were able to get 2 free breakfasts every morning, and my mom really loved the breakfast here. I did too, mainly because of their selection and their fruits. Plus, you could order a la carte made-to-order dishes. Cute pancakes. I just discovered the bibimbap station, and I also found a whole nother savory meat section where I got bulgogi, kimchi jjigae. Like I mentioned before, our hotel is very close to the COEX Mall, so we stopped by COEX Mall, and it's connected through an underground tunnel, so you don't even have to walk on the street. COEX Mall again. After shopping with mom, I went to Seongsu-dong to meet up with my friend Zoe, and we went to Seongsu Gamjatang and had some pork bone soup. It was so delicious, plus there was potatoes, so it was amazing. Then we went around shopping. But first, we had to get dessert at Hangjungsun for their Dubai chocolate mochi. It was so good. Right? It's really good. It's so good. One of my favorite things to do while I'm in Seoul is to stop by Seongsu-dong and just aimlessly walk around and shop. I always go back to Olan's because I love that they do a really quick eye analysis to give me the perfect prescription for my contacts. got some things from more of the sporty stores like the MLB store, which is so much better in Asia, and also New Balance Seoul. No shopping is complete without doing a little bit of beauty shopping, especially in Seongsu-dong. And we had to stop by the Daysik pop-up, and it was so packed in there. So we headed to Tambourine's next door, and this mushroom was iconic. And I picked up a lot of different goodies. We ended at Loop Cafe, and I ordered one of the best grape cakes I've ever had, and we got a couple of drinks and talked beauty. It was so cute because we prepared goodie bags for each other.
These are so perfect because I literally wanted to buy these. Okay. I really like using this more as blush.
I've been wanting to try these too.
Yeah, oh my god, they were all over social
Okay for this. This looks like,
yeah, I heard it was really long. Like I saw something
matches the vibe.
matches
my vibe.
Yeah. And it's more beige.
I want to use this. I feel like my powder right now is not it. Okay, this I need, and I've been wanting to get, and then also this, because I'm acne prone.
Oh my god, I've been wanting this so bad. I keep seeing like, oh my god. Yay, I love the look of the cushion. Wait,
Yeah.
How do I turn? Oh, okay.
Oh, I think it like pushes out. Wow, cute.
Yeah, I'm so
That evening, my mom and I went to A by Bomb to get our hair and makeup done right before our photo shoot. For my hair, I asked for a bit more volume, and for my face, I went for a bit more natural but still bright and glam. The hair team was amazing, but what stood out was definitely the makeup artistry team. I love my makeup artist. She was so cool and so friendly. Honestly, one of my favorite makeup experiences ever, and I learned a few tips along the way. Like using the flame stick for your brows, I was amazed, and it made sense to hold my brows into place to use that technique that they use on our lashes. Plus, I had a separate makeup assistant dedicated to covering every imperfection on my skin and was still working on my base makeup while the main makeup artist was doing my eyes, my cheeks, and everything above. My favorite was the layers of blush and the unique techniques that they did to contour my face. It was brilliant.
Who is she?
My mom looked stunning after her makeover, and so we took some photo booth photos at A by Bomb right before our photo shoot.
Getting ready for a photo shoot.
One of the most viral photo studios in Seoul right now is Octobi Studio, and so we had to book a photo shoot there, and we did a duo shoot. My mom did a solo one, and then I also did a couple solo concepts. The team at Octobi Studio was so friendly and welcoming. They made us feel so comfortable to pose and try new facial expressions. It really made a difference in our experience.
So good. You guys are so talented.
And these were our favorite shots. Next day, we finally got to meet up with AJ during the day. We went to the Gentle Monster flagship store to buy the glasses of my dreams, but it was sold out. And long and behold, Jung-ho came to the rescue and ordered me a pair to ship to Busan. Then we went to Pigment Lion Skin Clinic and Aesthetic Anti-Aging in Gangnam for our skincare treatments. This was highly recommended by AJ. It is definitely one of the best skin clinics I've ever been to. Our doctor and dermatologist really thoroughly looked at our skin, gave us our consultation, and was the same person who did the treatments. I personally got Altera and Pico, and we did come back and I got Rejurin. Our germ was also so friendly and made me feel at ease with everything. I trust this guy with my life. And the staff really thoroughly took care of me. They made sure that my clothes weren't gonna get dirty from the gel, and also gave me a really nice face mask to cool down. My treatments actually had very low downtime. And just our luck, right next door was a Korean pharmacy, and we got to pick up the viral Rejurin creams. And we ended the night at dinner, and I mentioned I really love pork belly and grilled kimchi, so we found a spot in Gangnam, and this place was run by all of the coolest ajumas, and I really enjoyed discovering Pepsi Lime Zero. They had really good, thick, high-quality pork belly, just like I like it. And I loved how they cut their kimchi. So proper, so demure. And they even had cold noodles because my mom was craving some. Then my mom and I did a late-night shopping day at Olive Young. And I went crazy because my whole luggage was pretty much a mini Olive Young. And these were just some of the things I picked up. We're back in Seongsu-dong at the More Pacific flagship store to get my favorite scent, Puzzlewood, their in-house hand lotion and diffuser. And the store is so cool because it has all of the More Pacific items and brands, and also bespoke experiences like making your own cushion foundations from Laneige and Hera. In the pouring rain, we waited for one of the viral TikTok, Instagram places, Standard Bread. Viral tissue bread from Standard Bread. But to be honest, it was just okay. We then went to AJ's friend's hair salon to get some hair transformation. It was honestly the best haircut I've ever had in my entire life. I asked for a root perm, a C perm, and also a haircut that fits best on my face shape. My mom also got her hair dyed and cut, and it looked amazing. This was one of the best haircut experiences I've ever had. Not only did she look at my face and cut it to perfection, but she did research on how I actually style my hair on a normal day-to-day basis, looking through my Instagram, and instructed and educated me on how to best style my hair moving forward. It changed. I look so different. She changed my life. The technique. I didn't know my face could look like that. I look like a Sailor Moon character. To celebrate our new beautiful cuts, we went out for pork belly, kimchi, and cold noodles once again, and it was so delicious. The next day, we took a train to Busan. A dream, because that movie was one of my favorite movies ever. Busan is closer to the ocean, so it was sunnier and a lot more windy, but Busan was shining so brightly and beautifully for us. AJ's friend Sophie joined us for the Busan part of our trip, and we absolutely love Sophie. So much personality, and she's just so beautiful inside and out. We stayed at one of the nicest hotels in Busan called Signal. There's also one in Seoul, and it's always the tallest building in the city it's in. And our room was immaculate. We had the corner room with 360 views of the beach and the ocean. Fun fact, these yellow flower arches were gifted to Jungkook from BTS because he's from Busan. Our hotel was so close to so many tourist attractions, including the viral cable cars that go along the beachfront and coastline of Busan, and it was so beautiful just to see it. Little did I know, AJ and Sophie were pose queens. They really took my posing to the next cutesy level that it could go. One of my favorite meals on this trip was this Busan seaside all-you-can-eat clam and seafood restaurant. They had a grill right in the middle so you could heat and cook up our seafood, clams, scallops, with an immaculate view of the beach. They even gave us a glove just for safety, and we enjoyed so much seafood that night. I love their ramen bar. It was so unique. They had the hot water on the side, but they also had fish cakes and seafood as toppings, which never thought to do, but I think I'm gonna have to do this going forward. I particularly loved this blood clam the most, and Sophie kept serving me up this because it was my favorite. Busan seriously has my whole heart because waking up this view was so incredible. And then we also got some hangover pork soup next door at this cute and clean restaurant called Subion, and they definitely do have the best pork soup. And one of my favorite fresh kimchis that I've ever had. After we went to the Gumcheon Cultural Village, and it was such a beautiful sight to see all of these colorful buildings all so close together. And if you know, Coffee It House has the best view of the whole village, and it has a really cool rooftop where you can enjoy their drinks. And I actually really enjoyed every drink I had at this coffee shop. While we were there, we ran into two other travelers, and they were the sweetest, and they offered to take our photos, and they took the best photos of our group.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Then we went to Bukgyong Market, and we had to get the best viral VIP fish cakes that the Samsung CEO really enjoyed and made super famous. And everything at the stall was so delicious. I loved it.
Make sure to cook in 당면.
비빔당면.
Yeah, so the bibimbap bibim, 당면 means glass noodle.
I was thinking it's okay if I get messy because we already took photos at the. Wow.
맛있다. 맛있어. 나 처음 먹어봤어. 나 비비고 간 먹었는데 맛있어. 내 집을 따라줬거든. 되게 세게 해야 돼. 그냥 먹을 수 없단 말이야.
You definitely have to go to Busan to try their fish cakes. They're just different, better. refined. For traditional Korean souvenirs, we stopped by this market and I bought so many things because the lady was the sweetest. We walked around the Busan Film Festival Square to get some tasty treats. And we picked up some hotok. I got the cheesy one, AJ got the seeds. It was delicious. Quickly took a look at the fish market next door. And then we were off to get my Gentle Monster glasses because, as you remember, our sales associate shipped it to Busan. Then we got our nails done, and this was the best set I've ever had in my entire life. For dinner, we did seafood again, and this place was so unique. Very eclectic, I would say, but still, food was 10 out of 10. I love Busan and I cannot wait to come back again. We took a little pit stop at Daejeon during our ride from Busan for the most popular bakery in all of South Korea, Sungsimdang. Then for lunch, we headed to this ma and pa hole-in-the-wall shop that had some of the best soups I've ever had. I vividly remember ordering the mackerel soup, which was so tasty. The lady running the shop is one of the hardest working people I've seen. Back on the train to go to Seoul. And the next day, we went back to the dermatologist and I got Rejurin, one of the most painful skin treatments, but he did such an incredible job, I didn't really feel the pain. It does make a huge difference to see an actual dermatologist clinic versus going to those factory clinics that are super viral on TikTok. Right after, we did, however, go to this really famous chicken ginseng soup shop that I just fell in love with. It was one of the best meals of this entire trip. Then I got a lash lift and added prescriptions to my Gentle Monster glasses, and this took all of 20 minutes. Grand finale dinner we had at AJ's aunt and uncle's restaurant, chicken and pub shop with all of AJ's friends, and it was so much fun. I absolutely love hanging out with them. Everyone that AJ has introduced me to has been so cool. Love how AJ ordered it course style. The food was such top tier quality. Last day in Seoul, and it was truly one of the best.